Hey, this is Professor Perez again. Today we're going to do some proportion problems. And of course we can't get started without our student of the semester, and that's Charlie. He better be ready to go. Hey Charlie, you ready to go? Yeah, we're doing proportions. You ready to go? Okay, here we go, right there. Proportion problems. All right, Charlie, well, what is a proportion, Charlie? An equation. That's right, it's an equation, but it's an equation of two ratios, which basically means you have a fraction equal to a fraction. Now, our goal is to solve for x there. Now here we can use the cross multiplication technique. We can cross multiply to solve the proportion problem. Okay, now it's important to realize that you want to cross multiply when you have a proportion problem. If you do not have a proportion problem, like this problem here, you don't want to try cross multiplying. How do we do that problem there, Charlie? Clear the fractions. That's right, we clear the fractions. Remember, we did this previously in the semester using the LCD. So let's kind of review this. Here, what is our LCD for all these fractions, Charlie? 12. That's right, 12. And so we multiply through by 12, and 6 goes into 12 two times, so we get 2x. 3 goes into 12 four times. 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 goes into 12 three times. 3 times 3 is 9. That's our clearing fraction technique. And from there we can solve it. 2x equals 17. Divide both sides by 2, and we do get x equals 17 over 2. So there's a quick review. Okay, so let's do our first proportion problem right there. Solve for x, Charlie. We're going to do our cross multiplication technique, okay? Here we go, Charlie. So we're going to cross multiply. We get this way, we get what? 3x. 3x, that's right. And then we go the other way, what do we get? 12. Very nice there, Charlie. So now it should be easy. What do we do? Divide both sides by 3, and our answer is x equals 4. Very nice there, Charlie. All right. Let's do another one. Now notice here, Charlie, it's the same problem, but we're going to use a different technique. We're going to go back to the clearing fraction technique, right? Using the LCD. Well, notice here, our LCD is what, Charlie? 6. That's right. And if we multiply both sides by 6, notice the 6's cancel. That gives us a 1x. And on the right-hand side, 3 goes into 6 two times. 2 times 2 is 4. And there is the same answer. So you do it either way you want. A lot of people like to cross-multiply, though, instead of using the clearing fraction technique when you have a proportion problem, right? But clearing fractions always works, right? Even on these proportion problems. Okay, here we go, Charlie. X over 4 equals 5 over 6. Let's do our cross multiplying. What do we get? 6x. That's right. And this way, 20. Very nice there, Charlie. Now, how do we solve for x? Divide by 6. That's right. Divide both sides by 6. So we get x and 20 over 6. Dividing the top and the bottom by 2. We get what, Charlie? 10 over 3. Very nice there, Charlie. 10/3. All right. Let's do some more. Here we go, Charlie. Now, don't get scared. Here we have x over 6 equals 2 over 3/4. Ooh, we got a complex fraction on the right-hand side, but that's okay. We're going to use our cross multiplication techniques, right? So what do we get on the left-hand side, Charlie? 3/4 times x. 3/4 times x, and on the right-hand side, 12. Very nice there, Charlie. It's 12, but we're going to write 12 as a fraction. Now, how do you write a whole number as a fraction, Charlie? Put it over 1. That's right. And so now, left-hand side, we have 3/4 times x. Now remember, 3/4 times x means 3 over 4 times x over 1. And so we get 3x over 4. For our left-hand side, it's the same thing. And that is equal to 12 over 1. And again, we can do what, Charlie? Cross multiply. Cross multiply. So we get 1 times 3x is 3x. And 4 times 12 is what, Charlie? 48. Very nice there, Charlie. And now, to solve for x, we do what? Divide by 3. That's right. And so what's our final answer here, Charlie? 16. There it is right there. X equals 16. Don't forget to box your answer. Whew. Let's do another one. All right, Charlie, here we go. 2x over 5 equals 3/10 over 4. Right? Okay. So what are we going to do, Charlie? Cross multiply. Okay, we're going to cross multiply. But first, we're going to clear that decimal out, right? By multiplying top and the bottom by what? 10. That's right, we're clearing decimals. So on the right-hand side, what's 0.3 times 10? 3. And 4 times 10?
4.
There we go. So now we can easily do this by cross multiplying.
What's 40 times 2x, Charlie?
80x. Very nice. 5 times 3?
15.
15. And so how do we solve for x?
Divide by 80.
Divide both sides by 80, and we get x equals 15 over 80. But now we can reduce by dividing the top and the bottom by 5. This is a little bit tricky. What's 15 divided by 5, Charlie?
3.
3, and 80 divided by 5 is
16.
16. Very nice there, Charlie. All right, so that's our answer, 3 over 16. Okay, Charlie, got one more. Let's make it a good one. There it is right there. All right. Now, before we cross multiply, because we don't have a calculator, we're going to clear those decimals out. Now, notice on the left-hand side, we have 1 2/10 x over 7/10. On the left-hand side, to clear those decimals out, we need to multiply top and bottom by what?
10.
That's right, Charlie, at 10. Now, on the right-hand side, notice we have 400ths over 3/10. So what is our LCD, Charlie, with 400ths over 3/10? 100? It's 100, yes. That's going to clear the decimal out. Remember, you cannot multiply the top by 100 and the bottom by 10. Whatever you do to the top, you got to do the same to the bottom. Okay, now we've taken care of our clearing decimals. Now we're actually going to do it. What's 1.2 times 10, Charlie?
12.
That's right. So we get 12x, and 10 times 0.7 is 7. Now what's 0.04 times 100?
4.
4, because you move the decimal 2 places to the right. What's 0.3 times 100, Charlie?
30.
30, because you move it 2 places to the right. Notice, left-hand side we multiply by 10. Right-hand side we had to multiply top and bottom by 100, right? To clear that 400ths out. Okay, now if we wanted to, we could reduce that 4 over 30, but we'll do it afterwards. Watch. Maybe easier for us. What's 30 times 12, Charlie?
360.
Very nice there, Charlie. 360, because 3 times 12 is 36. So 30 times 12 is 360. All right, what's 7 times 4, Charlie?
28.
Very nice there. And now to solve for x, we do what?
Divide by 36.
Divide both sides by 360. That's right. And so we get x equals, divide top and the bottom by 4. What's 28 divided by 4?
7.
And 360 divided by 4?
90.
90, because 36 divided by 4 is 9. So 360 divided by 4 is 90. And that's our answer. Whew, that was a tough one. Anyway, we'll see you all again soon. Whew.